putting some of the stuff back that they didn't install correctly. And they actually left two of the switches unplugged on the back side of this. And they don't have the software to programmable module install this instrument cluster, so I have to go through the factory software, bring this thing back online. I'm trying to get some heat in this damn thing because it's ice cold inside this truck. Ice cold. Brr. Get out of here. Go back into IDS. Close out FDRS from the last person that was using it. Come on, close it out. And then I've got the instrument panel installed. I'll show you guys kind of what it looks like, the layout of it. But the people that installed it before didn't have the program to program everything, so now I'm going to go into the computer and actually program everything. So we'll go in here. Go into IDS. Go ahead and hit OK. And once you get into the computer system, you can go ahead and select and communicate with the vehicle. So I'm going to put the phone down right here now while I communicate and link up to the vehicle. No, it's not an F450. It's actually a chassis cutaway. Commercial drive line or commercial frame. They installed the panel, but they didn't put some of the panel correctly on the side over here. They didn't. What is going on with this power port? Now it wants to act up. Yeah, we do Amazon, FedEx, well, some of the FedEx stuff if it's in the area, UPS if it's an emergency. They have their own mechanics, but sometimes if it's easy enough and it can be fixed while it's here, we'll knock it out for them real quick. Most of the time they actually just go back to their facilities and see their mechanics. What the heck is going on? Power surge on USB port. USB device needs more power than the port can supply. Something's going on with this thing. I may have to end up restarting this. I'm going to restart the computer because it won't stop freaking out. But we do all kind of companies here. We do like Sara Lee. We do I can't change the US. Well, I've already done that. I've already went from port to port to port. It's still doing the same thing. So now what I'm doing is I'm going back in here to get it to stop freaking out, because it never does this. And oftentimes, in the middle of programming, we have to shut the entire system down just to continue programming, because this Windows malfunctions so much with these programs. And then they want you to use, to get any kind of sensitive data, you got to be on Internet Explorer 11. Well, we have Internet Explorer 11 maximized and installed to the computer, and then you go into Internet Explorer 11 to do exactly what they say, and then the shit doesn't even work. It's like it's a lot of times it's like you're running in a circus over and over and over and over and over and over again. Sometimes it's ridiculous, some of the shit that we have to go through just to get people's vehicles fixed. I could have done it with my Think Diag dongle. I've been keeping it in my pocket everywhere I go now, because it has the OE bidirectional capability, programming keys, pulling door codes, everything, from Think Diag. If they would have had the old module installed here, I could have pulled the data from that onto my phone, and then I could have re-downloaded the new data onto the new cluster if they would have just left it alone and let me install it myself, and it would have been 10 times faster. Then I wouldn't have to go through all the stuff that I'm going through right now. You're welcome. I appreciate the feedback. So now the computer's restarting as slow as it can possibly restart, which is ridiculous. Again, you might want to disable power saving settings on your USB ports when you get a chance. I'm not really as up to, like, hip to the click as you guys are when it comes to, like, all the options of what you can turn on and turn off and all that stuff. So I typically leave stuff alone until something breaks, and then I have to figure it out, because a lot of times our IT guy is useless. Sometimes he's all right, but a lot of times the guy's just, never mind. I'm not going to say anything. I'll just stop. Yeah, we haven't had very good luck with IT guys. We used to have a young guy back in the day. He was good. I mean, he was real good. Everything would get fixed really, really, really quick, and he knew how to, like, adjust all the manufacturer software to make it fit the laptop and optimize everything, and he was good. These new guys, not so much. I don't really care for them. I don't know what the password is for this computer. This is a different laptop that I'm not used to. I'm going to have to go get the password real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Stay. I thought I knew what it was, but I didn't want to put it in there. All right. I seen the little password hint on the bottom of the screen, and I was like, this is not my computer. I have a feeling I know what the password is, but I don't want to lock it out. Sure enough, that's it. Mechanics think alike. Yeah, I know, right? Get some sourdough. That would be nice. I just want to fire this thing back up because it's freezing cold inside this thing. Yeah, I know somebody's going to comment on my nose hairs, but like that guy on YouTube says, grow some nose hair, be a man. I agree. See, I trimmed it back some so nobody has to complain about it. But you know what? To be honest with you, I've been so busy lately that, I have enough time to come to work, get my work done, go home, shove some nasty food in my mouth, and just go right to bed. I ain't got no time to sit here and prim and make my nails all clean and get pedicures and manicures and stuff like everybody else. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that stuff, but I just don't have time for it. I work. I work. And people need to understand. There was a professor there was a professor on YouTube, and he said this. I was watching him. He's a black professor, very, very intelligent. At first, he thought that he would be criticized, by his color and stuff like that when he started doing public speaking, but that wasn't the case at all. He said people just accepted me for who I was, and I ended up becoming a very well respected figure in the community. And he said it's like this: women want men to be there for them, right? And he said, obviously that's true. But here's the thing. You want the nice house and you want, nice things and you want a nice, cush lifestyle and stuff like that. You're not going to have a man that's there for you all the time. You're going to have a man that's working all the time to provide for you. You want a guy that's there for you every waking moment of your life, every time you stub your toenail, every time you need your back rubbed? Well, then you're going to live in a basic, mediocre shit home with an okay life, and you're just going to be somewhat happy. You want the nice stuff, and you want to have nice things for your kids, and nice schools, and clothes, and toys, and electronics, and everything else. That guy's not going to be there all the time. Actually, he's going to be there very little, and he's going to be working a lot. And I got to thinking about it, and I told my girl this weekend, I said, you want a $300,000 home, a $350,000 home, and I'm the provider, then you need to not expect me to be here all the time, because I need to be able to provide. And that's just how it is. You want, a $150,000 home and just okay vehicles and stuff like that, and use this and that and mediocre lower line stuff. Well, I can be here all the time. But I don't want that. I went without my whole entire life, and now I'm to a position in my life where I can actually work and make money and provide, and that damn well that's what I'm going to do. This thing is still acting up. It will not recognize the VCI product. It's not let's see if I can go in and manually select everything. It's not talking to the vehicle right now. It's not talking to the computer right now. This shit's ridiculous. I'm going to have to unplug everything, plug it all back in. Yeah, that's true. I need to work. I need to make money. I'm not just a technician. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a provider. I didn't have anything growing up. I carried a briefcase with holes in it to school as my backpack. That's what I took. I didn't have nice things. I didn't have a proper childhood and things like this. I had a rough childhood, and those of you that know my story that's on Google, you'll know I had nothing. I wore the same clothes over and over again. I didn't have anything. Let's see if it'll go now. Okay. This thing won't communicate. Oh shit. I still can't get it to communicate. What the hell is going on here? Let me shut it down and start it again. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I may have to go grab another computer. See if I can start connecting to the vehicle. Start vehicle session. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's like it's not recognizing this cord at all. It's not, it's shut down the power ports. I'm gonna have to go get a different computer. This one shut down completely. It won't even power up the port. I'll be right back. If you want to wait, you can wait. It'll be probably about 5 minutes. Ah, yeah. Grab another computer and see if it'll work. Fuck. You know, I probably spend a third of my time with computer shit, not even working on the vehicle. Shit is ridiculous. Chrysler and Ford have got to be the worst that I've seen so far for computer garbage. Alright, we're communicating. It's lit up. It's recognizing it. Alright, we're in. Alright, come on now. Somebody left. Another technician left it up. Nah, MacBook, iPhone, my ass. MacBook and iPhone are for the social butterflies of the world. The little prima donnas. Come on, man. Fuck. Hear the echo in the back of the truck? Woo! Woo! It's echoing through the truck. Like a little kid. Woo! Fucking echo. I know I'm an idiot. I know. Alright, we're loading up the software right now. About damn time. Look at this girl right here. She got a fat ass on her. Look at her. Look at that. Oh! She got a fat ass on her. Damn, girl. There we go, connected. Too much McDonald's. Anyway. So now we can. Now we can get the business over here. Alright, so that's up now. It's loading, I hope. IDS is unable to communicate with the VC2. Are you fucking kidding me? You have got to be kidding me. Now we're establishing communication. Alright, once I get in here, I'll show you guys what it is. Let me get past the VIN screen. It's a 6.8 or 6.8 liter 3 valve. Now what we'll do is I'm in, it's recognizing it. We'll go to module programming. Let me flip this around. Sorry about the screen, you know how it is when you record. You'll come back up here to module installation, and then you'll go to IC, and then you'll connect. It says switch the ignition switch on. It's on, so go ahead and confirm. It's recognizing. So now it's going through. It says switch the ignition switch off. Okay, switched it off. Install the new module. It's been installed. Okay, turn the ignition switch back on. Back on. It's going to say that it can't confirm data because the old module wasn't installed. I see module configuration complete. Set the ignition switch off. Hit OK. It's off. See, that didn't work. I know that didn't work. They didn't send them a good... This is a bad cluster. This ain't a good cluster. Yep, they did not send a good cluster to these guys. Sorry. Turn some heat on for a little bit. It's getting awfully cold out here. Yeah, I don't live too far from Bob, so we're in the same time zone. So I'm gonna set you guys down for a second, dig into this for a little bit, and see what's going on, because the PMI, whoever told them that just us programmable module installing the IC, it ain't working. It ain't turning on like the odometer and stuff like that. So there's definitely something going on here. Just so if you guys need me, you can see I'm here. I'm just on the laptop. It says this truck is set to 65 mile an hour, no faster. Alright, I don't want to be in here. Set the ignition switch to the on position. It's on. Set the ignition switch to the off position. Damn it, boy. It's off. Install the new module in the vehicle. Set the ignition switch to the on position. Configuration is complete. Set the ignition switch off. Off. Yeah, it doesn't work. They're gonna have to send them a different cluster. This ain't the right one. Fuck. Excuse my mouth. Battery voltage too high. EPS fuse. Ignition key in fault. Fault received external node. Yeah, so something's going on here. Battery voltage too high. Battery voltage level is too low. EPS CM malfunction. Poor connection of each connector. Control module. Go for a ride. Yes, I do have a Class B. Everything works, but the display doesn't work. So they've got a faulty cluster. Because even when you plug that in, that display turns on. It doesn't matter. So they see me rolling, they hate it, patrolling, they just trying to catch me. I don't try to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty. But no, when I came back to Illinois, I made sure that they transferred my CDL, and they said we can't give you your Class D back, but we'll give you a Class B or Class C, whatever it was. But with no air brakes, because you got to retake the air brake test again. So we'll give you the Class B with passenger endorsement and up to 30,000 or whatever it is, 40,000 pounds, something like that. I forget what they gave me. They tried to help me out as much as they could without having to retake all the tests. So I said, oh, cool. I'll take what I can get without having to retake all the tests, because it wasn't doing me a damn good. And this is a hydraulic brake. I think you gotta have a Class B for this, or Class, yeah, something like that. All right, yeah. So everything's working. The only thing not working is the digital display. So they're gonna have to actually They're gonna have to get another instrument cluster, and it's gonna have to be sent back out again. Yeah, bread truck. It's actually a bread truck. Let's go ahead and park this girl right here. Right here. Try not to hit the Panther car behind me here. Ooh. That's kind of cool how it has that. Not only does it give you video, it gives you sound back there as well. Well, yeah, that Mustang is a Stage 1 Roush supercharged 5-liter. 2015, I think. Supercharged 5-liter with like 52,000 miles on it. I think it went for 28 or 29. I think somebody just bought it today. So about 700 horsepower. Oh yeah, and it's a 6-speed. I think a 6-speed manual. Oh yeah, it boogies. That thing gets down. It's fast, really fast. The problem is when you have these 5-liters with the IRS, when you're trying to transfer that amount of power to the rear end, 5-liters in this body style, well, I guess all the way back to SN95s, where, well, I don't even know SN95s. Probably when the IRS started. When did IRS start? Like 2000. I know the Thunderbirds had it previously, and then the Lincolns had it previously, but the Mustangs didn't get it until 2000. Was like 2008 or 2009 or something like that. Yeah, I'm not NB. I'm not trying to get 2015. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was something like late 2000s, but okay, 2015. When you're trying to take 700-800 horsepower and plant it in those Mustangs with an IRS, it'll grab, but it tends to jump lanes, and that's why you see so many Mustang owners getting in a lot of accidents when they go to launch those things and stuff like that. Is because even the one in the back of the lot right here behind us,
When we get out of the truck, I'll show you real quick. Same thing happened. 800 horsepower Mustang. The guy was doing a 40-50 roll on the highway and ended up launching this thing at, I don't know if it's like 4 or 5,000 RPM. And what ends up happening with those IRS cars is they'll jump lanes. They'll come unglued from the spot that they're at because they hit so violently when they launch that they'll shift. And the guy said I didn't have any problems before when I had my solid axle vehicles, but the IRS hooks up really really well, and it'll launch it into another lane when you're coming out of it. And he said that's exactly what happened to this car. When I launched it, it jumped into the other lane. I started to increase speed like crazy. It started to get squirrely again. I lost control and I just totaled the vehicle. And he had like I don't know if it's some kind of Pro Charger setup on it. It was making some pretty good power with it. All right, I'll show you the car real quick on what I'm talking about, and then we can move on. And then I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna continue my day. And we're gonna figure out whether or not they're gonna get another cluster for me. I want to make sure cargo lights are off. See her back there? Yeah, she's totaled. She's not doing so good. It's got a 1400 horse built transmission in it too. The guy said he's selling the motor, the transmission, any of the driveline. It's all for sale. It's only got 30,000 miles on it. It's got a built trans. I think he paid like $5,500 for the transmission. Anyway, I'm freezing. I'm gonna put my hands in my pocket now, act like I'm doing something while I'm walking, and I'm going inside. I am That's it for right now. We were unsuccessful. Oh shit, now I gotta go back and get the computer that I left. Alright, I gotta get out of here. I'll see you guys.